Okay, well, the reason I wanted to get everybody together is I just, it's always good to just get updates, and so we kind of know what's going on because when we came on, we did it based on a vision and trust, and so here we are, and I know there's things coming up that new additions coming up that we need to know about, and we might
This
not
is
know
about
everything
Meta
yet.
Moguls for everybody watching.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah, Meta Moguls. But I just want to keep everybody informed of what's going on, and we'll do that. We'll continue to do that. But Ryan's our guy, so I'll just turn it over to him, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, thanks, Becky. I'm so long and short is, Becky wanted to get together, just kind of, because I've been involved with a couple of different kind of private meetings, I guess you could call them, that are kind of the leaders of Meta Moguls. And what they're doing is they're running everything by us. And whenever they have new plans, new ideas, they kind of run it by us first. They're like, if they get some feedback, they make some changes. And if they don't get any feedback, if everything's good, then they literally roll it out to everybody else in Meta Moguls within a week. So usually pretty quick. So I was on a couple meetings and they were telling us, so the general feedback, maybe I should say, to everybody at the Meta Moguls corporate or whatever, is that there's not much happening, right? We buy our avatar, that's nice, but it's kind of ho-hum, and things really are starting to slow down because there's nothing to really look at, nothing to really interact with. We just have that hub, which is understandable because they are just in pre-launch. We're not launched yet. But they made the decision that they were going to push forward and build what they're calling a founder's tower. So this founder's tower is basically a massive residential tower, really, that you can purchase your own suite in. And it will have other portions of it that, some, I imagine, commercial type stuff and different things like that. There's a lounge in it, I know, which I'll go over a little bit later. But the long and the short is these suites, anybody can purchase it, including people that don't have avatars. So you could purchase a suite, and the suite is, number one, an NFT, but also number two, it is VR ready, where you can go into your suite with a headset and actually see it. And if you don't have a headset, you can actually see it in 2D. So I don't know if that's going to be available the day that the Founders Tower is open, or if that's going to be days, weeks, months later that we can actually go into our suites. But they are planning on rolling this out. Originally, it was planned for this month, but there's only 3 days left. So I have a feeling it'll be at the beginning of November. So I would say within the first couple of weeks of November. And these will be available for purchase. So they do have, they're rolling out 4 suites right now. There is going to be total amount, there's going to be 8 suites. Every suite doubles in value. So kind of similar to the avatar idea, that you start with kind of the smaller one. As more people purchase avatars, you move up to bigger and better ones and stuff like that, and you get more abilities. We haven't really been told what all of that is yet, but we'll find out more soon. So long and short is, the very first one, the cheapest one you can possibly buy, is $750. And that is your own suite. You can bring guests into it. You could actually do a party if you wanted to in there. For example, if you said, hey, I want to promote another business, one of the other ones we have in our FMA group, for example, you could actually do a presentation in there. VR presentation in your suite. That's $750. So actually, before I move on to what you get, $750 is the cheapest one. Next one doubles, so it's $1,500. Next one's $3,000, $6,000, and then that's the first 4 that are available right now. After that, the next 4 come into play: $12,000, $24,000, $48,000, $96,000. Lots of money. But if you have the ability to earn, and you start getting these suites and you earn enough to buy the next suite, they all earn and earn and earn. So these are passive NFTs. So the moment that you purchase one, you will start earning daily rewards, and it is paid daily into your balance, and then your balance kind of gets reconciled every week that you can withdraw, right? That's kind of how it is right now. I don't know anything about what that payment, how much that payment is. I have no idea right now. They are going to roll that out on Monday to the leadership group, so we'll be able to see firsthand what it looks like. And I think that there is a time limit on it. So I think you will earn so much, like it just doesn't pay forever and ever and ever. I think it'll pay until you earn a certain amount. Maybe it's your money back. I don't know. Maybe it's double. I don't know. And then it will probably turn off. I get the impression on that. That's not 100% confirmed yet. The other thing with it is it does also pay a fast start. So for example, if Becky was to go and buy one of these suites, I would receive a 10% being her sponsor. And that does pay 4 levels on the fast start, which is kind of cool. So it's 10% for the first, and then it's like, I can't remember, 1% or maybe 2% or something like that for the next 3 levels. It's a pretty small number. There is also a 90-day boost. I don't know what that means, but for the first 90 days, you earn more. And then after that 90 days, that shuts off. I don't know if you earn more on the passive or more on the fast start or more on the, I don't know what you earn more on. I have no idea what that's going to look like yet. And there was one other way of getting paid, and I don't remember it. Yeah, I can't think of it. Maybe I'm just going to read my notes a little bit just to see if something jumps out at me. So one of the things I did mention is that you don't need an avatar to purchase a suite. But you need to have an avatar to use your suite. So you could purchase a suite, actually earn money, but you can't go in your suite unless you have an avatar. Does that make sense? And the other form of payment is matching bonus. So similar to how the avatars work, when you have 3 personal referrals, you unlock pace bonus. In this one, when you hit 3 personal referrals, you will achieve matching bonus. And the matching bonus, I don't know how that works, but the one thing he did say is that is going to be the biggest form of earning on these by far. So that just means everybody in your downline, you have the ability to match off of their earnings. And the matching is considerable. It's like 50% of what they earn. So if you had 2 people that you were earning 50% of what they're earning, you're basically earning almost 100% of what they're earning combined, right? So if you have 10 people, that's a lot. If you have 100 people, that's going to be insane, right? So.
And Ryan, you have to have an avatar for that?
I think you just need to have the avatar to actually go in. So you don't need the avatar for earning all of those. I think you can earn on all of them.
Is if you have people who have 3 suites or 3 avatars? I mean, like 3 people who have come in.
3 different people that have suites.
Oh, okay.
You'll need 3 different personally referred people that have suites. Okay.
Ryan,
so yeah, go ahead.
is there a max number of suites they're going to sell?
That I'm not sure of. When the first meeting I was on, I had the impression it was a finite amount. And then he kind of corrected me in because I asked a question. And then he kind of made it sound like there was an infinite amount, so that they could just make this tower bigger and bigger and bigger. It's not the real world, so you can make it 7,000 stories if you want, right? But in one of the later ones, they almost made it kind of sound like it might be finite again. So maybe they'll do similar to what they're doing with the avatars, where they just build a second tower and it's a series 2 of suites or something like that, potentially, once these sell out. That probably makes a little bit more sense. That's probably what it'll be. Yeah, that's really about it. They do have, so they're creating what they're going to call a founder's private lounge. And when he started talking about this, what that's actually going to be is it's going to be a testing area for all new features. So anybody that's a member of the founder's tower that owns a suite will have access to that lounge, and they'll roll out new features that they kind of test there first, see however, so you're kind of part of beta testing almost. And before they roll it out to everybody type of thing, right? So, and yeah, that's about it. The only other things they mentioned a couple of things outside of the founder's tower. They've kind of changed, payment processors for the NFTs, especially. They were having problems with it, so they either changed it or added more. I don't know. I haven't tried using it lately. That would be the credit card payment for NFTs. When this tower rolls out, they are planning on rolling out the debit card instantly with it. So we could have debit cards here in the next couple of weeks. So as we start earning, we could actually load it onto our debit card and go spend it. So that's pretty impressive that it's so far ahead of that. Yeah, that's really about it. So any other questions?
So you'll know more after next week as far as really the specifics.
Yeah, so Monday they're doing the call, so hopefully I'll be able to get on that one. I do have a couple things scheduled Monday, so hopefully it doesn't conflict. But and if I can't get on that one, they will probably be doing the general one, I would say next week at some point, and rolling it out to everybody, unless there's big changes that are needed or something like that from feedback from the members. But
so we'll be able to see it for ourselves. So we just need to be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. And what they're rolling out is they're rolling out the full compensation plan with all the details. So, they'll show if you did this person and they sign up for $750, you'll receive $75. Here's what you'll earn passively, blah, blah, you know what I mean? All that stuff. Here's what the matching will look like. So it'll all make sense, and it'll probably run the numbers using John's, sign up 3 and they sign up 3 and they sign up 3. You'll probably see actual numbers for all of those. But the cool part is most people have been waiting for the passive side because there isn't that yet. And the fact that they can actually join on this without buying an avatar might be very attractive to people that have been sitting on the sidelines. So that's pretty cool. But you definitely will want to get the avatar, after the fact. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, so you can use a regular credit card, just like buying an avatar to get your tower.
Yes, from what I understand, you should be able to do that.
Now, once, if you have a credit card, like just hypothetically, if CFX's credit cards came through, would we be able to use that money towards this? Would you do that?
I don't see why not. It would be a debit cards seem to work better than credit cards originally. So that's a debit card that would be preloaded. So it would probably work fine.
Okay. That's hopeful.
Yeah. So $750 is, kind of a big number, but at the same time, it's not that bad, that it's actually a usable VR ready area that you can use. So it's pretty neat, actually.
Ryan, I'm going to have to run, but
background. Do you hear a screaming baby?
no.
Okay, good.
I don't either.
I've got to run. I appreciate the update, and I look forward to hearing more about it. But today's a busy day. They're having Halloween here in the neighborhood, and it's nuts. So
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Sherry.
That was
All
good.
right,
Thanks
see
for
y'all.
joining.
Yeah.
thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Any other questions, or I'll just stop the recording if we're done.
Miriam, any questions?
No, not at this moment.
Mark?
Mark, you have any questions? He has said no.
Okay, well, we can stop the recording right now. Hang on a minute.
Oops. I hit end. Don't do that.